Hello everyone and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hashir Mehmood Wala and I'm a student at Rehan School Foundation. And today I will be completing day 59 talks at TEDx about Rida Shah, a new tomorrow. In this Rida Shah is first of all I would like to give a short introduction about Rida Shah. Rida Shah is a visual artist. When most people tune into a TEDx, they usually expect to see business owners, scientists, or motivational speakers standing on stage in formal clothes, but talking about success. But Rida's presentation is totally different. She is a visual artist who specializes in conceptual photo editing. That means she takes photos and edits them digitally to create surreal, story-driven images like making people look like they are levitating to air or adding dark dramatic lightning to show deep emotions. But Rida does not just create these images to look cool on social media. She uses her art as a voice to talk about serious real-world problems that people in society would usually try to ignore or sweep under the rug. The main message of her talk comes down to a very simple question: how can we expect to have a better, brighter future, a new tomorrow, if we keep ignoring all the unfairness, pain, and broken rules of today? During her talk, Rida walks us through her personal journey, how she started out doing basic fun picture edits just like anyone else, but as she grew older, she noticed so many heavy issues happening around her. Things like child labor, mental health struggles, strict societal pressure, and gender equality. She realized that sitting quietly wasn't doing anything to help, so she decided to use her camera and editing software as her own personal megaphone to speak up for people who felt helpless or ignored. What makes her talk so powerful is the way she represents her message. Instead of just standing, she displays her actual artwork on a large screen behind her. When you look at her pictures, you see deep storytelling. For example, she creates images where people are trapped inside small where people she creates images where people are trapped inside small dark spaces or trying to break free from heavy ropes, symbolizing how societal expectations hold young people back. You don't need to be an expert in art to understand what she means. The moment you look at her work, you instantly feel the sadness, the stress, or the hope she is trying to show. It makes you realize art is not just a fun little hobby to pass the time, it can actually be a strong tool to wake people up and start important conversation. One big takeaway from her speech that really stuck with me is her message about time and responsibility. A lot of us have a bad habit of waiting around. We think, oh, the future will fix things, tomorrow will be better. But Rida challenges that way of thinking. She tells the audience tomorrow isn't a magical fix, tomorrow is completely blank, and it only becomes better if we actively work to change things today. She encourages everyone to be brave, use their unique talents, and take action right now. Even if other people judge them or tell them to stay quiet, I also really appreciated how real and humble Rida was on stage. He didn't talk down to the audience or act like a fancy celebrity. She spoke calmly and she was super honest and how scared she felt when she first started sharing her work. She talked about fearing the facing the backlash of bringing up controversial topics in a conservative community. Hearing her talk about her own self-doubt makes her feel like a real person. It forces you to ask yourselves, what talents or ideas do I have that I am hiding because I'm afraid of what people might do? Overall, if you have free time, I recommend you definitely watch this TED Talk once as it shares very important points about life and success.